Following Zed Monopoly's stock trading group for 1 year, we've come up with a grand total of, is this guy a scammer? Or is he truly making the dough that he claims he's making? Zed Monopoly, this guy, the self-proclaimed millionaire, flexing his Bentley, Rolexes and Dubai lifestyle all over social media. I tried his high net worth group chat and followed his signals to show whether he is a scammer or he truly is the GOAT of trading. Did I get rug pulled? Did I get scammed? Or did I make dough? Let's get straight into it and deep dive into my trading history to see if I made dough or I blew the £10,000 completely. Not only have I invested £10,000 to follow his trading signals, there are also a group chat where a lot of people are following them. This is the community that we're in, the Zed Monopoly stock picks. I'm not too sure how many people are in this chat. However, I think there's roughly about 100 to 200 people. So not only am I investing £10,000 of my own money, I've also invested around 180, I think £160 a month that is a monthly rolling subscription paid to Zed myself so that he gives us the stock picks and the sells. So what he would do is he would announce a position open position. When he closes, he would say position closed. That's a recent trade that he took this year and make 7%, and then you close it, and that's the signals that he gives. That's how it runs, right? So let's deep dive straight into the year that I started. We're rolling it back now 2 years ago. 15th of September, my first ever trade, okay? We're going to go through the profits and losses, and we're going to work out if he knows what he's on about or he's just scamming and making £150 each month through 100 people, which is enough to pay his apartment. See if he's really about it or he's actually a scammer and a marketer who's finessing the whole of YouTube. Trade we did, Dollar General. I put 9.4 thousand in. In between these trades, we announced other trades such as Roku. So this actually took us 2 months. 2 months to do, which is realistic. Pulled in 5%, paid £361.82 off that trade. Next trade he announced was 2 days later, Block Square. We purchased that at $50.89 for £10,674. That was just a quick little flip. I made £130 there. So that's 2 trades in the green. 3 days later, we bought Redfin. Redfin, 1,200 shares, 5 grand. And we sold that. Oh, that was actually a good trade. 13th of November. It took us 3 weeks. We bought at $5 and sold at $7. So that's a big percentage. So I can't even remember these trades. So it's interesting for myself just to look back on the old trades. We made about £2,100 there. Hey, Zed, you know what? Ratings for that one, my guy. Okay, and in between that, we had the Roku trade. So while that was all going on the 15th of September, on the 19th of September, we bought Roku and sold that. We made £1,700 in that. And on the same day, we then went for a PayPal buy, a Robinhood buy, and also an open door buy. I remember that time Robinhood did some earnings. So 5,300 then became to 6,200. We made £941 on that one. In between that, we sold Riot. Oh, that was my big trade. I forgot about that. So while we were doing that, we were averaging in on Riot platforms. You can see a few buys here, right? 5,719. Yeah, we haven't had a loss yet. So anyway, 2 days later, we bought PayPal, we bought QuantumScape, and we bought CleanSpark. And we also bought Open Door on the 4th of December too at $3.35. On 10 days later, we sold that Open Door 5,568. Then we sold it for 7,664, which was £2,000 profit. We also sold 6 days later, we sold QuantumScape for about £900 profit there as well. About 2-3 months in. So at that time, I was thinking, yo, I'm actually going to be a millionaire. The market was going up. We were making dough. And I was thinking, listen, he's really about it. But let's go on to 2024. We were buying and selling Riot on the day. Actually, I think this was by myself. I was day trading Riot on the day. We ignore that. Another big one. We put another 10k in on PayPal. Before the PayPal, we re-entered another open door on a swing trade. This was 1 day. So then this was actually our first loss. these two trades of the year, obviously no trade is profitable. I lost 287 and 300, so that's about £600 that we lost. 13th of March, we started buying up Yum China. Now, I think if I remember correctly, this Yum China we were holding on for ages. On the 21st of March, £1,465 net. So right now, we've hit a lot of nets, but we've only lost on one trade so far. So I'm thinking this guy's actually the real deal. 27th of March, £8,000 in on Mara. 28th of March, one day later, we made £2 grand. I think we were trading earnings at this point. I was dollar averaging down on Yum China because it was tanking. That's what I remember. This is the April 2024. I think this is when we were averaging into Mara. And then we finally sold Mara for 23.9k. This is now I'm really building up my account now. This is the power of compound interest. That's 1.9k that I made there. Terra Wolf, another 1.9k, and then I sold the rest of my Mara for break even. So we fast forward a month or two. Sometimes when he doesn't see a trade, he doesn't announce a trade. So in between that, I'm doing my own things like I'm buying like these automix. I'm making stupid day trades. I'm losing them, or I'm making some money on Trump media. But I'm solely focusing on the Z Monopoly day trades or the Z Monopoly signals. 15th of July, we bought Nike for about £8,800. And then we bought them again if it goes down, Zed's philosophy is you dollar average down until it rebounds, and then we'll take the 10% and then we'll recycle to the next. Obviously in 2024, we were going through the consumer staples. Now we're doing different things. We're going into Mara Holdings, which I made a video on before. But yeah, here we go. And then on the 29th of July, we sold Nike for this £139 and this £140. So that's another 3-4%. Oh, we finally sold. This was a big loss. Another loss. So the Yum China that we were averaging in on, this you guys can't see because my camera's there, but I lost £1,126 on that stock. So I'm gonna work out my net profit. You'll see the net profit sign. So we also bought Bumble. I think this might be my second buy, but obviously on my sell I can see my profit and loss because it's on my 212 ISA now. We took a loss on the 5th of August on Bumble. So let's calculate this: £200, £300, £400. I took a heavy loss in this: £500, £600. £700, £900, 900, 1,000. So this Bumble trade, we took a bit of a hit. We lost £1,200. But we also sold Stellantis. This is when we're starting to take losses now. As a beginner trader, you're going to start taking losses and you're going to realize, fuck, what am I going to do? The Stellantis trade, we took a £460 loss. We've noticed in between that you see some Mara buys. Okay, we obviously weren't in profit with the Mara holdings, so we kept averaging down. I think this was one of our big trades as well. So I was buying Mara 15.96, buying it again at 15.21, and then 10 days later he announced the sell. I remember this trade because it was my biggest trade yet. I was actually nervous. I did not want to sell Mara because I had everything in it. This trade, we made £4,125 on the Mara because we were dip buying. So then, yeah, we came out of Mara and then we started rebuying it when it dipped. 1584, rebuying. And we also went into the crypto market. We started buying Coinbase. And then on the 10th of September, which is coming up to a year now, we sold it. I made £340 on that trade and 396 on that trade. And that more or less wraps up the year 2023 to 2024 with Zed. So let's calculate our net profits and net loss and figure out if this guy is a scammer or he makes dough. You've seen the profits, you've seen the losses. Now I think we are in profit, but let's calculate how much with a £10,000 account. Social experience in, the numbers are in. Following Z Monopoly's stock trading group for 1 year, we've come up with a grand total of plus £22,000. You guys might be thinking, I need to make £100,000 a year. These gurus, they're not realistic. I've I basically tripled my account with him in a year. And this is the truth about swing trading. You're not going to make yourself £1 million, but you can supplement, you can use it as a side hustle to increase your net worth and finally get to the mark. Maybe with like £200,000 account, you could really make it full time, or £100,000 you can make it full time. Now, if you're looking at my numbers and it's not 100% accurate, it's because in between these trades, I'm doing my own day trading and I'm reinvesting my money, or I'm reinvesting the trades that I make as well, which is why you saw in my Mara I made £37,000 total. But if you do the math, 10,000 plus 22,000, I should really only be up. My account should only be about 32,000. That's because I'm obviously making my own trades along with it as well. But the total of the stock picks that I've been following Zed is £22,000. Granted, it was a very good year, but money is money. And is Zed a scammer? My overall finding is no. This guy's a GOAT. He knows what he's on about. He's got his trading technique, which is what I'm adopting to swing trading. Your hit rate is very high because if you're down, you average down and average down. If the fundamentals of a stock is good, it's never gonna go bankrupt. If you like this video, please like the video. It helps me out a lot. And also subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.